We pulling? Okay, so Nymue is the boss right after Council of Dreams, and it has 2 alternating phases. Throughout the fight, there's these smoky lines on the ground that give you stacks of a short dot if you cross through one, so try to avoid crossing them whenever possible, but quickly moving through one when you need to isn't a huge deal. In Phase 1, the main mechanic is these green circles on the ground. They spawn randomly around the room and pulse raid-wide damage for a long time, unless players stand in the circle for a few seconds, which causes them to despawn. So stay spread around the room to help keep those under control. There's also these beams that get sent out from the boss, which do a ton of damage and stun anyone they touch, so avoid these. And the tanks need to taunt swap whenever Weaver's Burden is cast. It applies a debuff that pulses damage in a short range around the tank, so they're gonna need to stand off to the side until it's gone. On Heroic though, this debuff is way different. It spreads to other players, leaving this circle on the ground when it expires, which knocks players away from it if they touch it. So try to drop these far from the boss, away from where the flowers are spawning. It also leaves a vulnerability debuff on the tank for a little bit. When the boss gets to full energy, it goes immune and spawns 2 adds on opposite sides of the room. You have to split your raid in half and go kill each add in order to break the boss's immunity. So before pulling, make sure everyone knows which add they're going to. As the boss goes immune, it casts an explosion in a circle around itself, which the tanks can stand in to get a short buff that makes everyone behind them take no damage from the lines on the ground. So everyone needs to follow their tank to their add, and tanks should be careful not to die from the explosion. The adds themselves just have a random frontal and some swirlies to dodge, but you absolutely have to make sure not to move them across one of the lines on the ground or else you're dead. And on Heroic, they also spawn more green flowers that you'll need to stand in to despawn. When each green ad dies, everyone close to it becomes immune to the lines on the ground for a few seconds, so you then make your way back to the boss and rinse and repeat. And that's pretty much it. Thank you to our Patreon supporters. They get early access to all of our videos, so if you're interested in that, check out the links below. And sign up for our newsletter to get extra raid strats, written guides, and so much more. Peace.